Let's take a look at some examples of functions that will take arguments. As you remember, the print statement can take 0 to many arguments. And here is an example of the print statement with 2 arguments. The first argument is a string hello, and then there is a comma which separates the new argument, which is world string. And so print statement that just sends whatever strings are in there to standard out, so we can go and run that cell. And we see hello world like we expect, but print is unique in that. It can take a variable amount of arguments, including 0 arguments. So let's run that cell now, and we see now there is an extra space there. And we can even call print with 1 argument. And then it's a little easier to see right there that we have a blank line that was printed when we sent it 0 argument. Print can take 2 arguments or no arguments or 1 argument and can take up almost infinite amount of arguments. In this second example we have the type function, and type is not so forgiving. It will take exactly 1 argument of an object and tell you its type. In this case we put a number 2.2 in there and another thing about type. It doesn't have the same behavior as print. It doesn't put its answer out to the standard output, it just returns a value. And so right here I'm storing that value in a variable called myType. Now let's look at how type will work. So if I hit enter, then type will return its value into the myType variable, and then we can run myType. You see that what was in there? Yep, 2.2, that's a float. So we are seeing that argument can be sent to functions in many different ways where there is a required amount, 1 or as any other specific number of arguments. Or they can be variable like we have here the print statement. A simple function can be created with the def keyword, function name followed by parentheses and a semicolon. So here we have 2 simple functions, and this first one, say hi, we're going to use the keyword def, which tells Python we are defining a function and then we have the function name. It just has to start with a letter. We use the standard of lowercase and underscore separating words. That is not required, just our standard, then parentheses and a colon. And that is your function definition right there. And then you put code underneath and we'll put many different types of pieces of code in our functions. But right now we are just gonna stick with some simple print statements. The indentation is 4 spaces. I can then end the function by ending the indentation. So anywhere where either the cell just ends or if I put something else in the cell, and in this case I'm going to call the function. And because this indentation has ended, the function only goes to this point here. So to call the function, I use the function name and parentheses, and then I'm just gonna use this keyboard shortcut, Shift-Enter. And it runs the function which prints there 2 lines, hello there, goodbye. And then I can look at another example where I can call a function from another cell. And in this one, 3_3_ function, it just prints the number 33. I use a def statement to tell Python it's a function. I put a function name and then I put my parentheses and colon. And I add my function definition again, 4 spaces and then function code. I need to run the function before I call it though. Why do I run it? Because that puts it in a memory. Now this cell can call the function because it's